Okay, Mission Impossible The Final Reckoning is here, and I have thoughts. A lot of them. Some good, some bad, and some that just left me emotionally wrecked on the theater floor. Let's start with what worked. The beginning was strong. That quick recap of the last 8 films, super helpful and honestly really well done. It got me right back into Ethan Hunt's world and reminded me how much has actually happened over the years. One of the best moments for me, Ethan's fake cyanide suicide. I genuinely thought that it was it for him. The tension, Grace's face as she watched him kill their captors, chef's kiss. It's those little emotional details we haven't really seen from these movies, and it works so well. The final scene between Ethan and Luther, absolutely brutal. Not because of what was happening around them, but because of how it was acted. Their chemistry and that haunting score carried the weight. I have no words for how much it hurt when Luther died. I knew someone wasn't gonna make it, but man, I'm still not okay. If it had been Ethan or Benji though, honestly, I might have just walked out. And major props for bringing back the CIA guy from the very first Mission Impossible movie. That callback was such a nice touch, and his scene with Hunt about perspective was surprisingly thoughtful. The final fight on the planes, also solid. Great choreography, great stakes, it felt like a finale. And I have to say, Luther's final monologue was beautiful. That kind of quiet ending this series doesn't usually give us, and it was the perfect tone to leave on. But now we need to talk about the other stuff, because for every emotional gum punch or satisfying callback, there's a moment that felt off. The pacing in this movie was all over the place. After the strong opening, things started rushing like crazy. Scenes barely had time to land before we were thrown into yet another action sequence. In those action scenes, some of them dragged way too long. I love stunts, I respect the craftsmanship, but squeezing tension for 10 plus minutes straight, it doesn't make the scene more intense. It just made me impatient and honestly, kind of bored. The submarine sequence in particular started strong, but after 15 minutes, I was just done. And no, I don't care how elite Ethan is, there's no way he's surviving a deep sea escape in just his underwear. That went from Mission Impossible to Mission Straight Up Fantasy. The movie also made some weird jumps in logic, like when did the head of the CIA become president? I love Angela Bassett and I'd buy her as Madam President 1000%, but a throwaway line would have helped. Something, anything. And finally, the entity. After 2 whole movies about how it can't be controlled and must be stopped, they keep it around? Why? What was the point of everything if no one learned anything? So here's where I'm at. I like the film. There's a lot to admire, the callbacks, the emotional moments, the stunts, they all show the passion behind this franchise. But it's also kind of a mess. The pacing issues, the overlong sequences, the rushed deaths, it feels like the movie is trying to juggle legacy and spectacle without fully committing to either. It definitely hit me emotionally, but it also wore me out. And if this is the last Mission Impossible film, it's not a bad send-off, but it's also not quite the perfect finale this franchise deserved. And also, please, if there's another one, destroy the entity for good. We cannot do this storyline again. But what do you think? Did the final reckoning stick the landing for you, or did it stretch the mission too far? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I need to know who else is crying over Luther with me. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.